Hey there, I'm John with FishBuzz TV. I'm here with Rob, president of Perfect Cast Line Conditioner. Rob, tell me a little bit about the product, how you came up with the idea, and how it works.
Well, John, a couple of years ago, actually back in 2004, with Kevin VanDam, just in a general conversation during one of the tournaments, he had started using the fluorocarbon line from Bass Pro Shops, his sponsor, main sponsor. And there was some complaints, as so many people have with fluorocarbon, that the line is, very sensitive, but it's extremely stiff and it's hard to manage sometimes. So we started talking with him about how we might come up with a solution to that particular problem. And what we've got after about a year and a half of development is the Kevin VanDam Line and Lure Conditioner. It is our flagship product. It's sold in most of the major retailers across the country. What it does is to take that worry and that stiffness out of all fishing lines, but mainly for the fluorocarbon lines. It will loosen the line up, make it act more like monofilament. It'll protect the line from wearing out. It'll make your cast longer, and it'll also cut back on backlash, twists, and tangles.
And what about like UV protection?
It has a great deal of UV protection. Fluorocarbon line is very sensitive to UV degradation, as we call it, and the built-in UV sunscreen in the line and lure conditioner keeps the line in better shape from sun damage much longer than any other product on the market. Well, John, as you can see behind me here, we have a piece of cement, and as we all know, cement, you get water on it, it darkens, it gets wet, it soaks it up. What we've got here is this block that has been treated on one half with the line conditioner, the other half is just bare cement, and as you'll notice, let me get my water over here, we can spray it on this side, you'll see how it soaks right in. If we spray it on this side, the water just beads up and falls off. This is that hydrophobic action I was talking about that is the magic key to this whole thing. And unlike other line conditioners on the market, this is not an oil base. It is a water-based polymer. Water is there to soak the polymers down into the spool so it gets down into the base. It lasts longer, and it also spreads all the way around evenly through the loops on the spool. The water evaporates, leaving nothing but the polymers. The polymers are the hydrophobic end of things, and the magic thing in there that does the job for it. A good example of what we're talking about with wear resistance is in this demonstration picture. This is a 40 power magnification of a piece of line. This is the different color is just to show you the different sides. What this is, though, is a 4-pound trilene line on one reel, one rod off the same bulk spool. This line here, or this side of the line, is cast 25 times with no conditioner on it, and you can see the wear in the line itself. This is going through the guides and how the line wears. This side here is with the line conditioner in place on the line, 25 casts, same rod, same reel, and you can see there's very little wear to that line. So your line is going to last longer because of the fact we're not drawing that water back up, we're not bringing contamination onto the line itself. There's no sand, grit, mineral deposits or anything else, and therefore the line will last longer.
Fly lines evolved in a great deal more than you can realize. Most of the fly lines today actually have to breathe, especially your floating lines. If you've applied any of the older type of line conditioners that are all probably oil-based products, what happens is that gets actually into the line of the pores of the line, and you've pretty much ruined your $75 fly line.
Now, how does that work?
Well, because with line and lure, what we do is it's a water-based product, okay? The polymers actually adhere to the line and protect the line not only from the sun, but all microorganisms.
So rather than absorbing into the line, it's a coating?
It's a coating that stays on the line.
Okay.
Usually you need to apply it about every week. Okay.
And that's if you're fly fishing almost on a daily basis?
Well, I fly fish every day.
Yeah.
But now here's the trick. Now a lot of the older stuff, when you use that other fly line conditioner, what happened was in the back of your line, it would all get discolored and microorganisms would grow into your line. And pretty basically what happened is the growth has discolored the line is ruined within months. I've been using this line for over a year now, and it still is just as new as it ever was. What I like to do is I'll take a synthetic cloth. You don't want to use any paper towels because what the
It's like a sunglass.
You can use this on your sunglasses.
No way.
Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. But I'm going to take a synthetic cloth, just spray a little on there. And what I like to do is I'll just fold it like this. I'll run off maybe 65 feet.
And then spray a little bit more.
I'm usually casting 65 feet every time. Okay, I don't need to go any more than that. Then you're getting out of your line. So all you do is do that, run it through the cloth, turn the cloth over, apply a little bit more of the line and lure, hold it like that on the line, and all you're going to do is just wind it back up. Once it's dried, your fly line is completely conditioned. And believe me, you're going to notice the difference in your casting absolutely immediately.
That's the jam right there.
Line and lure works for any kind of line, especially braided lines. If you're offshore fisherman, a lot of that braided line gets salt water in it. You're changing lines about every 3 months. With line and lure, once it's treated, you won't have that problem because the salt doesn't get back into the spool of the line. Monofilament lines, what we do with that, use 2 ways you can do it. If you got a big spool, you can spray the spool. But if you notice what happens here, it's a water-based product. Once it gets down inside that spool, you let it dry, and the polymers completely condition the line.
And that's going to reduce the memory and essentially improve your casting.
Another great thing, real quick, if you got a rod, you can treat your entire rod in your glides.
Oh, wow.
In the wintertime, fly fishing in Montana or something, the ice won't stick to your guides.
So where can our audience go to learn more about this great product?
Well, go to lineandlure.com, lineandlure.com, and you can buy it online. We have lots of specials going on.